Let's start off with getting some good energy up. Drop in the chat what you are winning on or one thing you're grateful for this week.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so I'm new to all of even doing with the Zoom. I am so sorry. So
That's
is there a
okay. So
spot that
down
I
at the
can
bottom, there's a little
oh chat? Yeah.
bubble. If you put in a chat, we'll like get up on the corner or the side, and then
Okay.
you can also just say things. Like say how you're
Welcome,
doing.
Okay,
Julie.
say what yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, so drop in the
So
chat one
something
thing
that
you're
we're
grateful
grateful
for.
today.
Yeah.
I just moving grateful everything is moving forward with me, and partly thanks to Elizabeth with the house sale and everything. But yeah, just being able to move forward in life.
Good.
I think that's such a big piece, right? The big, like, just have little things that you need to take care of, and as they start going, then all of a sudden it's happening. Like,
Yeah, step by step. And even this, I don't know for work exactly where I'm going, what I'm doing, but this has just really intrigued me.
oh, I love it. I love it. And Desi's husband came to work with her. She's been working on that for a while. That's so awesome.
Yay!
I love seeing all your faces. Thank you for having your cameras on. It's so much better to present to people when they're actually, you can see their faces. So we're dropping in the chat one thing we're grateful for, one thing we're winning, or you can raise your hand and say it out loud if you want to. Don't be shy. Ryan, one thing you're grateful for.
I feel so grateful for like the kids have started school and everything so far so good is going good. They seem to like classes. They're excited to be there. So that's something I'm so grateful for.
I love that. Lexi's grateful for her husband working so hard on a third generation farm. Julie knows all about farms. She is the one that says iPad 48. So maybe you guys can connect later on Instagram, Lexi, you and Julie. Today she compared real estate to farming, actually, which I really liked. Welcome, Jen. Welcome, Ryan and Mandy. Great to see you guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I want to welcome you guys to Limitless, the mastermind powered by Agents Without Borders. And today we get to learn something so exciting. We are going to learn how to make ChatGPT our bestie. So it's going to be basically like your personal assistant, and you can train it. And we're going to learn how to do that so that it can help you in your business. And maybe you can even ask it for outfit advice. I don't really know. And then a shameless plug. I don't know how many of you are planning on going to Boise, but September 19th, we're doing our second Agents Without Borders event, and we have an awesome speaker lineup. We've got 11 speakers coming from all over the country, and they're going to bring so much value. So if you haven't got your tickets, like reach out and we can get you a link to sign up.
It's
So
going to be so good.
it's going to be amazing. And then stay to the end because at the end, Liz has a special surprise. We're going to share with you our 30 favorite ChatGPT prompts that we use all the time. So, should we dive in, Liz?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited to be here, you guys. So I want everybody who is currently using ChatGPT to drop a 1 in the chat. Just like drop a 1 in there if you're using it. Awesome. How about drop a 2 if you haven't started using it yet? Has anybody out there not started using chat yet? Okay, we've got a few people that haven't started using it yet. Are you all signed on to it on your computers? Like, have you all got ChatGPT signed up? Like, anybody that hasn't yet? We'll wait for everybody to get it up because we're gonna actually be using it together today, which is gonna be, so this is like a school classroom. I'm gonna be the teacher. I was never one for school, and being a teacher was not something that I wanted to be when I grew up. I'm going to be the teacher today. So ask any questions or anything like that. You can drop things in the chat. We'll try to watch for if you can put your hand up too if you want to ask, turn on your mic. But right now we'll have everybody's mics off except me and Desi. And then now, is anybody drop a 2 in the chat if anybody's using something other than ChatGPT, or even just drop what else you might be using if you've got some experience with other AI platforms. Is anyone using anything else right now? There's a few different platforms out there. Oh, DeepSeek. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then has anyone got any apps on their phones that they're using just for content creation? Gemini. Yeah. Vernon. Cool. CapCut. Yeah. I've just started using captions a lot. And then I've also, what's that other one called? It's actually really, really fun. Hmm. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's got this little like hummingbird on the front. It's so fun. Muse, Muse. That's a really good one. So anyway, well, we're going to get started. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm not sure if I can share my screen though. Kelsey, can you allow me to share my screen? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up my ChatGPT, and then what we're going to do is we're going to basically be training our chats to be our assistants. Like, you know, they're gonna basically assist us to learn our business, act like us, talk like us, give us things in our words that we can use. So did you give me access to it? I'm the host now. Okay, so now I can share. Okay, can everybody see that? Here we go. So welcome to my chat GPT. All righty. So if everybody's got their chats up, we're going to start off with we're going to introduce ourselves to our chat GPT. So this is what we're going to do is just basically say, my name is, and drop it in there. And they're going to ask us, so it just is saying like, thanks for letting me know. How would you like me to use that? Are you just introducing yourself?
I think she's going to log off and log back in. Hey, Josh, welcome.
I'm here. Thank you.
We're having some technical difficulties. Liz popped off for a second because she froze up. So just be patient. Technology. Yeah, Vernon, you broke it when you opened up your chat. Okay, so I think she's going to log back in. I don't know exactly what she is presenting on, so let's drop in the chat. What are your favorite things, those of you who are already using ChatGPT, what are your favorite things that you use it for? Oh, a therapist. Good, Ryan. Yes. Is yours a girl or a boy? Your chat bot. Creating Instagram captions. Love that. Write-ups for listings, yes. Polishing letters, yes. We actually have used ChatGPT for Vernon to respond to a letter from an attorney, and it worked great. It gave us great advice. A workout schedule, nice. Facebook listings, great. So we've actually used it for role play. Me and Tyson have. When I had to let go of someone, we role played it on ChatGPT and it actually went really good in person. So repurposing video transcripts. Oh, that's a good idea, Josh. Repurposing video transcripts to different forms of content. I love that. Generating ideas, writing content and design. That's great. Has anyone used it to come up with like a 30-day social media content calendar? Oh, a trip planner. I should do that. I suck at planning trips. I always pick the worst hotels and I don't have any itinerary. I just show up and wing it. Sometimes I get there and I didn't even book the hotel. I forgot. So that's always an adventure. Oh, agent mode to research data or local events. That's cool. Hey, Jordan, will you unmute and tell us more about that?
Yeah, do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, but I can't give you access because I'm not a
Oh,
host.
yeah,
Uh,
that's all right. So it's in a dystopian way. When you look at the screen, it's going to be freaky, but when you pull up, when you click on the plus thing, I don't know what access there is for the free plan versus the paid plan, but um, switch it to agent mode and then give it its task, and there's some minutia to the format that you should give it because you want to be clear on what you're asking it to do. And then um, it's going to pull up a virtual desktop and you are going to watch it work for like 10 minutes, going to websites and doing research on the thing that you've asked it to do. And it's going to give you a pretty comprehensive answer. So, for example, social media calendar, I just did this a week or two ago. I told it exactly, I gave it a bunch of examples. I told it how many I wanted a day because I wanted to choose a couple from the list every day. And then I asked it to give me a plan for 90 days, and it worked for 15 minutes, and then it gave me the whole thing, and I could see where it was going the whole time. So it's kind of freaky to watch it going to like school websites and the Chamber of Commerce and like flipping through web pages to go look for stuff. But it just it's a deep research version of the GPT.
that is really, really cool. And like one thing that we love is being hyper local market. So that would be really, really helpful.
Yeah, and you can whether you're using normal version 5 or agent mode, as long as you're okay. I'm not sure if agent mode is available or not in the free version. Um, Whether you're using ChatGPT 5 or agent mode, you can upload stats from the MLS and ask it to give you insights. And as long as you're double checking it and not just sending it out blindly, that's a really good thing to send out to your clients.
Cool. I love that. Welcome back, Elizabeth. You ready? You're muted.
Hi, we ran into some serious technical difficulties here, you guys. Thanks for your patience. What did I miss? Did you take over, Desi?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Jordan was telling us about agent mode
Oh,
and which is kind of cool. So
that's awesome. Yeah. I'm sad I missed that. We'll have to watch the recording on that. That's so cool. So we were just talking about how we're just getting our chats trained up. So I actually am going to be honest, I feel a little bit discombobulated all of a sudden. I was like into my rhythm and then not. So I just wanted to know, everyone's kind of got their chat GPT going and we're started to enter. Okay, perfect. I've got to open mine up again and then share my screen again. So, all right. Okay. So everyone can see the screen. So what I wanted to do was start off by describing your business. So what's your niche? What's your focus? You know, that kind of thing, as far as what you feel like you do well in your business, your ideal clients, that kind of thing. So basically, I've got mine. I'm just going to copy and paste it, but I'm a real estate agent. I'm a founder of a high production team. I've been in real estate for 20 years. My goal is to help other realtors grow and build their businesses while still in active production. So that's important to me because I want to make sure to be reaching clients and real estate agents. As one of the top realtors in my community, I'm a co-founder of Agents Without Borders, and we offer courses, masterminds, and host a podcast, run biannual conferences, and with the goal of helping other agents. So I've got this here, and then I'm going to share that into that chat. So mine's a little bit wonky because, I mean, my ChatGPT knows me because I've done this training with it before. So I'm just tucking that into it now. So everybody go ahead and work on your description of yourself and your business. We're going to come back to this as well and copy and paste. There's a reason I'm going through this in the chat. And then we're going to actually tuck it in and save it in ChatGPT as well. So you can see it's done its little thing, and it's like broken it out a little bit for me. And then it'll prompt you as well. It's asking me if I want to do something shorter or a storytelling version. And by the time we're done this, we're going to be able to create a nice bio for our websites, for our Instagrams, you know, our social medias, an introduction for ourselves. It's going to really help us as we're trying to build out our content. So has everybody got something in there? You can go back and change this as well, because I feel like people probably have some ideas that'll come to them as we work through this. So your next prompt is going to be list your core services or offers. So if your core service is, you know, being a real estate agent or helping people buy and sell homes, get really specific about what your core services are in your niche. So I'm just going to open up my. So my core services, again, I am you guys are going to notice that I don't spell really well. And then the next one we're going to pop in there is we are going to define our ideal audiences. So who's your ideal client? For me, whenever I think about my ideal client, I want somebody who is a self-closer, somebody who's excited to hear about what I have to offer, and it doesn't take them long to get to the finish line. Like, they know that they want to buy a house. They know that they're ready. And they're excited about that. I'm a self-closer type personality. So if you invite me to your home party, like if you sell Amway or something like that, you want Elizabeth McNally to show up, because I'm going to buy like all that stuff because I get so excited about it. So I always think about that being my ideal client. Maybe drop in the chat what some of your ideal clients are. Okay. Nice. Okay, so if your audience is, people who are looking for insurance, people who are looking to follow you on your health journey or your life journey, this is the opportunity you have to kind of build that out. And we can always come back to it, but it's just going to get really interesting as far as, as the chat learns about you, it's going to be able to make suggestions about what kind of content you can provide. The next thing that we're going to type in is, what's your writing style? So what's your writing voice? Basically, you can say, I like to talk to text. I want it to sound like I'm somebody's best friend. I am eloquent. I'm kind. My writing style, I have that I'm kind and grounded, excited and enthusiastic, because I want people to know that I'm really enthusiastic about whatever we're talking about. Different things like that. So I'm going to type in here what I've got for me.
Question, Elizabeth,
Yeah.
can you change your writing style? Like, what if you're like, my writing style is like Jamaican with a flair of Australian, and like, can you like change it based on
Yeah.
like what
Oh,
you want
yeah.
it to sound like?
Oh, for sure. And the thing is that we're working in one single chat right now. So what happens is this will save off to the side, and you can save it. You can name it so you can go back to it if you want to. So, or if you want us to start another chat where you want to be Australian or have like a Jamaican accent or lilt in it, you can do that in the next chat. So the cool thing is, like over here, if everybody can see, you can see this new chat button. So if you press that, it'll start an entirely new chat vein. So right now we're working in one. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to actually use this one to help build out our ChatGPT here. But this is a fun way to just start getting used to using it, asking it questions and prompting it and getting it. We're going to get some content ideas out of this one. So my lengths of posts, I don't want them to be too long. I find that when I work in chat, I always am asking it to shorten my lengths of posts. So I'm going to ask it to lengths of posts are shorter.
Again, I have a problem with it. I think that 100% it comes with financial.
And I want to say in here that I would like to avoid negativity. So just different ideas. I mean, you can say that you're knowledgeable, you're an expert. And then for this particular post, this chat, we are asking it to, we want to tell it what we want it to be. So for this one, I want it to be my content creation assistant. So this is I don't know about you guys, but I really struggle with coming up with ideas depending on the time of the day. So if I'm looking for prompts or posts or just even things that I can try out because I'm just feeling really stunted, this is the perfect way to just throw something into ChatGPT and it's going to spit out all kinds of ideas to you. So here is where you can say, You're asking it to be your content creation assistant. Oh, whoopsies. You are my assistant. Okay. So now everybody's got their information, a little bit about them, what their brand feels like. Again, this is just a starting point for everybody. So I'd really like to see where people can go back, reuse these ideas and prompts, and build it out even more. Now that we've got all this information here, we're going to prompt it to start building out some content for us. So this is where it gets exciting. So we're going to say, based on the information I gave you in this thread above, write a short brand summary in my voice that I can reuse across posts and captions. So we'll drop this into the chat and you guys can reuse it as, or copy and paste it as well. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. So mine says, I've been in real estate for 20 years. I'm as passionate today as I was when I started. I run a high production team with focus on elevated listing strategies, staging, and standout client service. Beyond that, I co-found Agents Without Borders, a community that helps build agents launch and grow. And I feel my pillars are simple: work hard, be kind, put community first, and choose collaboration over competition. That's what drives everything I do. I love that. I'd love to see what you guys come up with or what yours comes up with. If you can drop it in the chat, that would be perfect. If I could see the chat, that would be Desi has to read them out because she could probably see the chat.
Vernon says, being a Mississippi fella, this is what ChatGPT came up with for an intro. Name's Vernon Washington. I spent 40 years riding that big rig, rolling asphalt from one end of the country to the other. Folks used to call me an asphalt cowboy. And
I love that.
I wore that title proud. But one day I decided it was time to park that truck, hang up my road maps, and settle down here in southern Idaho. And instead of hauling freight, I started hauling dreams. These days I help folks. Oops, one second, moved up. These days I help folks buy and sell homes, whether it's their first one or just their next adventure. My favorite kind of client, the ones who think, ain't no way I could ever own a home. I look them in the eye and say, well, hold my sweet tea and watch this. I believe if you can dream it, we can find it. And I'll walk with you every step of the way with a little humor, a lot of heart, and maybe a good story or two from my trucking days. I love that, Vernon.
What do you think of that, Vernon? Does it sound like you?
Yeah, it sounds like me, but I think that I can ask ChatGPT to shorten it up some, make it a little more sweet and punchier. I can play with that one.
Well, and you should just type that in. Just say like, can you shorten it up and make it sweet and punchier and see what it does. It's so cool.
Okay.
Yeah. But Julie, I'm Julie Greiner, a realtor in Stetler. Sorry, it's so tiny. I'm getting old.
You need bifocal.
And Stetler in Central Alberta with 5 years of experience and a deep love for small town living. I help sellers style, stage, and prepare their homes so they shine. Every listing gets professional photos, floor plans, and expert advice because the details matter. I believe selling your home should feel exciting, not stressful, and I'm here to guide you with kindness, knowledge, and a touch of style. Love that. What do you think of that, Julie?
So the cool thing is, you guys, what Vernon was saying is you can ask it to shorten it up. You can say, can you create a bio for my website from this? Can you create a bio for my Facebook page? Like there's all kinds of places that you can use this by just asking it very directly but the idea is that we've got it filled out so it sounds like you and has some of your, your feeling behind it. So the next thing that we're going to do, now that everybody's kind of got it, is teaching it about yourselves, is we're going to ask it to create 5 give me 10 scroll stopping hooks for a social media post that would catch a home buyer, seller, or investor, or whatever your industry is, and to make them curiosity driven, short, and bold. So we are going to drop that into the chat here. So give me 10. So you can say if you want 5 posts, but I'm always curious. I like to have 10, and then I pick the top 2 that I like the best. Give me 10 scroll stopping posts or hooks, sorry. And this is where it gets fun. I'm just going to say a home buyer. Does everybody have their, are you guys waiting for the post for copy and paste?
I don't have that one to copy and paste, but I will type it out here.
Just pull it out there. Yeah, sorry. Surprise. So you can see that I've got 10 in mine, and I'm going to pick one that I want to expand. So this home has a secret feature buyers never expect. 3 things buyers regret most and how to, oh, I like that one. Okay. So I'm going to expand a hook that I like the best here. So I'm going to pick number 2. So the 3 things buyers regret most and how to avoid them. So you can see that it has built out that post in my brand voice. So after 20 years in real estate, I have had countless conversations with buyers after the dust settles. And you know what? The regrets are usually the same. Stretching too far on their budget, skipping the must-haves list, or rushing the process. And you can see that it's totally built out here. So this is just, it gives you ideas. I wouldn't recommend completely copying and pasting this into your social media or your captions, but you can build something like this out and plug in some things that maybe you want to change it. Maybe you don't find that these are the top 3 things, but it'll get your ideas flowing and get you excited about basically having something that you can share. The idea is keeping that content flowing. And when you're feeling stuck, it's really easy to find something that's going to help you with your ideas and getting that content out. So is everybody, it's hard for me to tell. This is my first time doing something like this, like having people do things while we're just like talking. So I just want to make sure that everybody, like where everybody's at. How are we doing there, Desi? Maybe people can drop in the chat if they're still working on it, or you can jump on mic. Or is everybody still like deep thoughts trying to get it to work for them? Any questions?
Mandy says she's having so much fun learning and playing with the new tool. And Jen's still playing with it, but good overall. And Vernon said, Southern Idaho sunsets look a whole lot better from your porch, not your landlord's.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I really love that one, actually. I think Alberta sunsets look a lot better from people's porch and not their landlords. I feel like, Vernon, you're having a lot of fun in real estate. You seem like you're having the best time.
I am Elizabeth. I've only been an agent for 15 months, but it's been such a joy and working with Desi and Tyson and the crew. It's just been fun. I mean, transition from the highway to, I'm a people person anyway, and I just love people. So I'm just doing what I love
I love it.
and enjoying it, having fun.
I love that. Well, and the thing I guess is this is very basic, what we're doing today in the sense it's just getting people started. Like you want to come up with some different ideas about how you can use ChatGPT or different AI products to help you move forward in your business and just keep that ideas going, get it flowing. Because sometimes you don't have somebody that you can talk to. I know I do a lot of this stuff at like 5 in the morning and nobody wants text messages or calls from me at that time. Does anybody have any questions in there about different ideas or prompts?
Mandy might need a better prompt. She asked it to expand for social media posts, and all it did was reword the taglines.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
I think maybe it's hard to, did you copy and paste your prompt?
I just asked it to expand on the first one just to see what it would come up with. And all I said was expand on number 1. So I'm trying to redo it by copy and pasting and then asking it to expand on or build out on it. But I don't know if that's even the proper wording either.
Yeah, I feel like building it out to be, did you ask it to expand this hook into a short emotional? Did you ask like it to be specific, like make it into a story or a value packed post?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be
wait,
where.
can you just pause right there so I can copy that?
Yeah. You have to direct it to be specific about what you're wanting it to build out to being. So you want it to be a post. You could even say, you know, like a caption for a Facebook's post or Instagram reel or something like that. If you give it a little bit more information. Did that work?
Much better. Yes, thank you.
What did it say?
Oh God. Okay. It's a big one. Just wait. Actually, it's not too bad. They did a good job. Hang on. There you go. Oh, I guess I'll read it myself. Okay, hang on. So the prompt I used was think you get insurance, bet you'll learn something new. Last week, a family just like yours called us, thinking their homeowner's insurance had them covered for everything. They were confident, after all, they'd been paying premiums for years. But here's the thing, there was a gap they hadn't even noticed. One small detail could have left them scrambling if the unexpected happened. We walked through their policy together, answered every question, yes, even the silly ones. And by the end, they felt smarter, calmer, and more in control. The best part, no jargon, no stress, just a clear plan that actually works for their home, their family, and their peace of mind. That's what we do at Met's Insurance Agency. We don't just sell policies, we make sure you understand them, because when it comes to protecting your family, knowing is better than guessing. And that actually sounds exactly like how I would speak. So this is pretty sweet.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I wonder afterwards, we can say, I'm just going to put, give some ideas for real. So I'm asking it to give me some ideas. So actually I'm going to say, give me 2 ideas for reels that we can work with this caption. So it can help you the entire way, you know? So reel number 1, the buyer regret countdown, format, quick snappy countdown, using trendy beats. And then it even breaks out different ideas for the clips, point of view style, the regret versus the win. There's just so many things that you can do with this to help you just get unstuck or get creative, which is really cool. I hope everybody found that really helpful. So before we go though, I wanted to, I mentioned in the beginning that we were going to pop back and use basically our description about what we do in our services to actually stay and train our in our settings for our ChatGPTs. So again, now that we've learned about this, I would definitely recommend that you guys go work on it a little bit more, build out for yourselves. But down here in the corner, you can see the little diamond, the blue circle and the diamond. It comes up differently for depending on which chat, if you've got Pro. I've got an account that I share with my team, so I think it shows up slightly different. But basically, you can customize your ChatGPT. So press your custom, and right here is where you can go back and use what we built out. So your description, your core services, that kind of thing, or you can just redo it. I just am a big fan of copying and pasting. So I already customized mine. So what should ChatGPT call you? You put your name in. What do you do? So I filled that in. What personality should your ChatGPT have? So I have mine as default. And then what traits should ChatGPT have? And so this is where you put in the descriptors of how you want to come across. So I, again, did mine kind, grounded, excited, enthusiastic. I just put in anything that I could think of. But then it also has some really cool options here that you can add in. Like I'd like to have an encouraging tone. I'm not Gen Z, so, but maybe I want to appeal to them. Traditional, forward thinking. And then anything else chat should know about you. And this is again where you can fill that out. So for me, I have my brand pillars where it's work hard, be kind, community first, collaboration over competition. And I'm very passionate about the real estate industry. And then when you go in there, you can save it and voila, you've got it customized to you. Again, I feel like people just really need to start playing with this. It's so much fun. I find I go in there and ask it all kinds of questions or prompts, or you just kind of learn as you go. Does anybody that's on here have something that they've been using it for that they're really finding it like cool and exciting, something that you feel like everybody here should know and take away? Because I'd love for you to unmute and just let it rip.
While you were frozen,
Oh, was
um,
I?
I
Of
kind of,
course.
well, before, like a long time ago, Jordan I was like, tell us some stuff you're using it for. So Jordan has been using it in agent mode to research data, like local data. And so like,
Oh,
getting
yeah.
hyper local in your community, he also uses it for like our market stats. And so he'll plug it in and then it spits out like something that you can share with clients and things. And
That's
then
awesome. That's a little advanced too, right? Like as far as starting to pull stats, starting to dig into it. I love that.
Josh was using it for repurposing video transcripts to different forms of content.
Oh, how do you do that? Do you just drop the video in?
No, on the captions app, I just take the transcript and drop it into chat. One thing, chat has a hard time like making it sound like you, but if you're giving it video transcripts, it does a really good job with that. So we're just dropping in a video transcript from like a short form video and saying, can you make this into an Instagram carousel post or a blog post?
Mhm.
And then especially like when we're building out like websites, because we can take those short form videos and make blog posts that are SEO optimized. So just basically a way to repurpose one form of content into multiple others just to be more efficient.
I love that.
Yeah, Jackie was using it to plan trips, which I thought was crazy and cool.
I just did that actually after Jackie suggested it a few weeks ago. I actually asked it to plan my trip to Iceland. It was
Oh, that's
awesome.
so
Yeah.
cool.
I plugged in going to Iceland with my mom. She's in her 70s and that we don't want to do any typical tours. Like you kind of filled it out. And then all of a sudden I had a 5-day trip that was perfectly planned. It was very cool. So
Well,
cool. Well, I'm
yeah.
really hoping that
Well,
everybody that just you can start playing with it. This is definitely something that, AI is not going to take over our jobs. They're not going to take our jobs away from it, but basically people who are using AI are going to be accelerating and getting ahead of us if we're not learning about it and we're not using it. So it's really important to just dip in, start playing with it, and look up videos, reach out to us if you're interested. And we also have our prompts that we're going to provide to everybody that came today. So we'll send that out in an email. Thank you so much for joining. And the other thing, I guess we reminded everybody in the beginning, but you want to make sure to come to Boise. Is everybody, I'd like to see a 1 in the chat for who's all coming to Boise. I'm going to be there.
I hope there's a lot of ones in the chat.
Yeah, we need a lot of 1. Boise.
Elizabeth, unfortunately, that's the weekend. I mean, that's my wedding anniversary week, and my wife never been to
Oh,
San Antonio. She never been to Texas. I lived in Texas. She never been to San Antonio. So I used ChatGPT to plan our wedding anniversary trip, and it got me to Omni Magion, La Magion, something on the waterfront in Riverwalk. I got a
I
Riverview
love
room
it.
for her, so I did it all through ChatGPT, so it's all set up and paid for.
I love that. You know what? I feel like a lot of people are got married that weekend because I think we've heard from a few people, Desi, hey, that they've got anniversaries that weekend. I think Josh
Yep.
had
September
an
18th.
I love it. October must be a good month to get married. I got married in May, but yeah. So, well, we hope if you can't come to Boise, we're hoping to see you at our next one. We're going to be in Saskatchewan in the spring. I was going to say in the fall, but we're going to be in Saskatchewan in the spring. So we really, if you're across borders, make sure to come up. We'll keep you posted on it. And thanks everybody so much for coming. I hope you found some value in this and you're going to take away some ideas and start using ChatGPT to help you in your businesses. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.